This morning we have relatively quiet conditions, compared to what it's had been in the past several days. And of course, I'm always looking into the future in the long term here. I've already gone through the short range forecast, so I decided to present another long range forecast here, initially starting off showing, the line of storms with potentially severe weather moving through the deep south today with heavy rain and severe weather along the Gulf Coast as well, right? And into today, we do have a severe threat up in the. Don't let the relatively quiet pattern fool you, right? We got, you know, right now the calm before the storm. You think about it. In the past several days, we've had tornadoes up, some strong tornadoes in the upper Midwest and in the plains here. So for the next couple days, we have this, at least initially, we have this severe line of storms moving through the deep south and along the Gulf Coast, which could bring some heavy rain in the short term here, right? And severe weather potential up in North Carolina, South Carolina to tomorrow. The severe threat is focused more to the west here, right? And the biggest threat with this is hail, and I talked about that in my short range forecast here. But for today, for this forecast, we're going to focus on the longer term past this, right? Into next week and beyond with the severe weather threat and the return of the polar vortex and colder air crashing into warmer air in the deep south. And that's usually a recipe for severe weather as well. Wherever those two air masses clash, we got the big potential for severe weather and heavy rainfall. So you can see what we're talking about here with the clash of air masses. See how warm it is here. Temperature anomaly wise, it's a surface most of the continental U.S. above normal with really, this is Monday at 9 a.m., right? Really above normal temps, even up north here, okay? And that boundary slowly sights to the south, right? You see your mid-level feature moving through here as well. You see the below normal temps pushing down, pushing this warm air mass out to the east with a ridge building at the surface here out west. And pretty cold temperatures here moving into the eastern U.S. as we get into the 8th, okay, 9th, 10th. Cold air pulling up to the north here, maybe warming up again, okay. We see some colder air up to the north here as well. And we get towards, let's see, this is March 15th. Sorry about that. Going back through time, this is the 13th, okay, cold air. Colder than normal temps, although not brutally cold. And then warming up some. But you can see the clash of the air masses here as you go through time. March 11th, which is Wednesday, pushes a lot of that warm air offshore here. So we focus in on the east with the temperature anomalies. You see how warm it is, 10, 20 degrees above normal, especially up in the northeast and mid-Atlantic, 20, 30 degrees above normal here. You see most of the nation, especially out west here, 30 degrees above normal. We go a little bit further to the central U.S. here. Oops, central U.S. See what I'm talking about, right? Unbelievable, 30, 40 degrees above normal. But you see how this air mass changes into Monday. Very warm temps here, okay? Continues. And then the anomalies go on the negative side as this pushes through into next weekend, right? And over the weekend, we have near normal or close to normal temperatures here. Looking at global models, we'll compare the European and the GFS and the European AI model as well, right? This is Sunday into Monday into Tuesday, the extended period here, right? Wednesday, March 11th, Tuesday, Monday here, Tuesday. General showers and thunderstorms, low pressure developing on the lee side of the Rockies, snow to the north here. Where this low pressure develops is important, okay? So you're going to have two distinct low pressure systems, one down here and one up here, right? And this is going to be the impetus for severe weather as the system moves to the east. You see the distinct trough moving to the east here with heavy rain potential along where this trough goes and snow behind it here. And the European wants to have north to south, a south to north flow here, which can bring some snow on the backside of this, okay? All right, so going back, Tuesday evening, showers and storms developing in the south into the north here. And then they move to the east into Wednesday into Thursday. And the synoptic setup changes quite a bit here with northern stream, more of a zonal flow here. Now we compare this to the Euro model, GFS. I apologize. This is a GFS at 5 a.m. Eastern, right? Shows low pressure developing here in the Central Plains. Another one up to the north here. And we have two distinct lows, although this one down here will probably be the impetus for severe weather down here. As this one moves to the north, we get the severe weather up here as well. So we have a strung out line here. This is more of a linear type threat with snow up to the north here of this low. The GFS isn't nearly as bullish on the backside precip with this, but going into Wednesday into Thursday, definitely cooler air, although not particularly cold, pushing into the area, right? So look at temperatures, cooling off some, but not brutally cold, right? And then we get to extended even further out into the 16th and 17th. We get the another cold push of air, potentially even more impactful here. Okay, so the extended range looks to be pretty active with another cold front maybe pushing through. Let's go back here real quick. There's a GFS, and this system moves through Wednesday, Thursday. Low pressure, and we have this zonal flow, right? 15th, 16th, 17th, 9 days from now. This is when we maybe really see an impact from the polar vortex, right? Colder air pushing further to the south here. Okay, so that's where we end this model. The URAI points a similar scenario here. Different areas of convection going Tuesday into Wednesday here. And we'll go over the severe threat and the outlooks in a minute here, with cold air pushing down to the south, but not that deep, right? The northeast and upper Midwest and the northern high plains look to be the coldest here as that pushes through. So as we look at 3 to 7 day hazards, this encompasses our severe threat in the deep south here in parts of mid-Atlantic and upper Midwest, as well as heavy rainfall here and heavy precip maybe along the northwest coast, heavy snow up here in the northwestern high plains and high winds as well during this period. But the initial 10th and 11th is focused severe weather and heavy rain, and that's mostly what I'm going to be focused on. Severe weather here for day 3, which is Tuesday, right? Got a stippled region already down here where this dry line set up likely is, and the best kinematics and dynamics are, with the slight risk all around it, right? And we already have a 30% any severe risk here in parts of Illinois, back to Macon, Missouri, not Macon, Georgia, Galesburg, Ottawa, parts of Iowa here as well, up towards, Illinois, excuse me, near Chicago. But SIG 1, which could be all threats, could be significant wind, hail, or tornadoes, same thing down here in the deep south. Going into Wednesday, we have more of a linear threat, I think, here as a cold front pushes further to the south. Slight risk going from parts of Louisiana all the way up to Pennsylvania, Arkansas, Tennessee, Alabama here, parts of West Virginia as well. Okay, so return to severe weather for this area. And as we get further out with the severe threat, like we talked about, the models don't indicate any more severe weather for the next foreseeable future, at least within the range of the good models, right? I mean, the model output up to 8 days is that's about as far as we want to go, right? So we're going to review the excessive rainfall outlook next. So attendant to that severe threat on Tuesday is this slight risk of excessive rainfall here, surrounded by a larger risk all the way down to southern Texas up to central Ohio, parts of central Illinois, central Kansas, central Oklahoma, and Arkansas. So now we look at the moisture associated with this. Heaviest rain, of course, focused in this area. So Going on to day 4, excessive rainfall. The threat moves to the east with a cold front, right? So, although a marginal risk here, parts of Louisiana, Arkansas, Mississippi, Tennessee, Kentucky, Indiana, Illinois. And day 5, we're out of that excessive rainfall risk as well. So, day 5 meaning Thursday. So, thank God for that. So, as we head towards the 2 severe threat days, increasing severe threat here, I'm going to be monitoring everything, and it's already uptrended some with the SIG 1 risk here now that we're closer to the short range, medium range models, right? So this will likely change a little bit, but I'll be monitoring it, and we'll post updates as necessary, right? But I wanted to get this out there so y'all know what's going on, of course. And like I said, I'll post some update later today if I think it's uptrending, but also do my morning video tomorrow to talk about the threat as well. So if you don't mind, that'd be nice if you would subscribe to my channel to get updates on a regular basis, and I'll be happy to answer any questions you might have. Y'all have a great day, and God bless.